I convinced one of my friends to watch Code Geass Season 1. He just finished it. Messaging me on Skype. Yeah, definitely. If anyone is remotely interested in watching an anime, a really good anime, definitely recommend Code Geass. Definitely.
Sky. Sky above, voice within. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? The Blades, of course.
Who's pushing me?
They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? What I want is irrelevant. This shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant to be defeated? Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day of reckoning. They did not stop it. If the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it end and be reborn. No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom. Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Einoth reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make. No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragon Rend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragon Rend holds no place within the way of the voice. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice. You weren't ready. You still aren't ready. But, thanks to the Blades, you now have questions that only Paarthurnax can answer. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
I'll do it.
Oh, if I chance to see the cat, I'll feed its corpse to my pet rat.
Ah, it's a trap. There's no way out from here. Okay, maybe there is. Hey, there we go. Sister was breaking out the torches.
Path to Paarthurnax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way. Look. Va. Cool.
Stare at the words.
will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well.
I've never actually tried to fight the Greybeards before. I wonder if they would fight back with shouts.
Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Parthenax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly.
Yeah, it's okay. Skies.
Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
I'll do it. Yeah, if you try to normally walk into the mist, though, it'll hurt you. Hey, don't touch the mist. Hey, ore. Silver freaking ore. Talk about how rare it is, and then it just starts showing up everywhere. Yeah. Goat. Good job, sister.
Get across me!
Dirt.
Is there singing void? Dancing? East forces to kill him. Get across me!
Out of my way. There's no time limit on this, and I don't think the mist will return while you're in it, so this is pretty easy. The world. I wonder who this mysterious leader is. Oh no, a dragon!
Dremyolok, greetings, Wundunik. I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain? They see me as master, Wuth Onik, old and wise. It is true I am old. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation? Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. Why do you intrude here, if not for Tinvak?
Alright. I'll show him how much I know. Wait a minute. Did I just waste a soul?
Ah, yes. Sosedo Vlostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. Ah, I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin.
That's not me breathing, by the way. I think that's Cicero. I don't know what that is. So confused.
Alduin Comate Teed. What else would you seek? Alduin and Dovahkiin return together. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum?
I like this world.
Ruza, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa? Lean Vokeen? Would you stop the next world from being born?
The next world will have to take care of itself.
You have much to learn of the Dove, then. There is nothing else but philosophy to a Dova. It is no accident that we do battle with our Thum, our voices. There is no distinction between debate and combat to a dragon. Tinvak Loskra. For us, it is one and the same. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name Throat of the World? True, but few now remember that this was the very spot where Alduin was defeated by the ancient tongues. Varucht Unslad. Perhaps none but me now remember how he was defeated. Yes and no. Viknuznikron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time. How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jor do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwatlan. They are fragments of creation. The Kele, Elder Scrolls as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Suyer. Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when. Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it. Croesus, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I. Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jor, mortal. Even for one of Dovahsos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me? Sum Ark Mora.
Yeah, now he's gonna go sit on his...
Drem Yolok, greetings.
Okay.
Lok Thum.
I think we're done with Parathenix for a little while. Parathenix is a cool guy. Later on we're going to get into a few philosophical debates with him. Perhaps they won't be debates per se, but philosophical arguments with him. I need to get to the top of this mountain so I can get one of the cooler items in the game. Yeah. Yeah. Light. And the notched pickaxe. Which is one of the little game secrets. Also, there's ebony ore. So yeah, I think I wasted a dragon soul, but it's not that big of a deal because we're gonna get more dragon souls and we know what to do with later on. I mean, going dragon hunting isn't incredibly impossible. Wow, it's quite windy actually in the game. I guess I'll mine this even though I don't need it. So we get gems! Yay! So I remember from my last playthrough who it's really good to ask, and that's the Mage College in Winterhold, which I haven't discovered because I haven't been there, because it's right here. I think I can take a trip there though with carriage. Hope I can. I don't want to go up there. Yeah, he should take me.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
Winterhold.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
50 gold, whatever. Rip off.
Get up there.
Alright. Alright, so we're gonna get into the Mage College because cat?
And you'd have me do what?
That's insulting.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, forgive me. Most who arrive here do so because they have heard of the college beforehand. This is the College of Winterhold, a safe haven for mages in Skyrim, a place of wisdom and arcane knowledge. Perhaps, but what is it you expect to find within?
What the hell is Autherius? I just want to see what it looks like.
Ah, the Immortal Plane. It is said to be the source of all magic. This is a noble goal, indeed. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college?
Money.
Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic.
Whoa.
A small test, if you will. No, I'm afraid I don't know anything of the sort.
Damn.
Excellent. The Mage Light spell is useful to any mage, not just those specializing in alteration. Can you cast one on the seal on the ground?
I don't know that spell.
No? Well, if you think you're capable of it, then I'd be happy to provide it to you for a mere 30 gold. Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards around Skyrim. They also sell spells. Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it.
I'll do it. Alright, let's do it now. Oh, is it a book? No.
The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't...
Wait, what did she give me? It's called Light 2. What? She didn't even give me anything.
Did anyone tell you otherwise?
I got screwed out
No
of
matter
30
what,
gold.
the college will endure. If you can pass the test, then yes. No, I'm afraid I don't know anything.
Okay, alright.
Excellent. Yes, you were going to demonstrate your ability, were you not?
Was I? 'Cause I can't freaking get a... Added Light 2. It just said Light 2. I don't even know what that... Did I learn the spell? Alteration. Wow. Okay.
Why are my research materials constantly disappearing?
Oh, wow. Derp.
Once again, I have found...
Alright. Got it.
Let's kill someone.
No, Cicero. Let's not.
Much knowledge lies within the... Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the
I
bridge.
cast a
Once you're inside, you'll want to
fucking
speak with Mirabelle
spell
Irvine,
that
our master
created
wizard.
light, and that made me
Please, follow
eligible
me.
to join the guild. You guys got really low standards. Like, that's kind of pathetic,
I need
actually.
to get Mother some flowers. Pretty flowers.
Cool.
Crazy.
Yeah, the college has got a really... Oh yeah, don't fall, by the way. They'll die.
That's
The Mages College has a really good storyline. God, shut up, Cicero. You're a good follower. We talk about as much as freaking Lucian did.
The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated.
Alright. Wow. Okay. Alright, let's go and talk to the librarian here at the
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Mages Guild.
Yes, of course.
Okay, I don't care about that. I really
What
don't.
you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
Nope. Arcanium. There we go.
You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance? A mage is only as good as what he knows. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact. And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand boy? I knew it. Everyone comes in here expecting my help, but they don't even have the proper questions. An Elder Scroll is an instrument of immense knowledge and power. To read an Elder Scroll, a person must have the most rigorously trained mind, or else risk madness. Even so, the Divines usually take the reader's sight as a price. The simplest way to put it is, knowledge, but there's nothing simple about an Elder Scroll. It's a reflection of all possible futures and all possible pasts. Each reader sees different reflections through different lenses, and may come away with a different reading. But at the same time, all of it is true, even the falsehoods, especially the falsehoods. Ah, you think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it. What about... Wait, were you the one the Greybeards were calling? I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture.
Alright. So now we're going to read a little literature about the Elder Scrolls, which is actually quite interesting.
Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them.
Okay. This is the more interesting one. Just to get into Skyrim's lore a little bit. And obviously the game is called The Elder Scrolls V. So, if you guys are bored by this, I'll probably make the ending of this video when I stop reading. And then in the next video I'll pick up on the other book, because the other book has to do with the quest. And I won't read it fully, I'll just skim through it because it's mostly gibberish. So, here we go. It is widely known that among the scholars that the Elder Scrolls entail a certain hazard in their very reading. The mechanism of the effects has, at present, been largely unknown. Theories of hidden knowledge and divine retribution were the subject of idle speculation, with little investigation. I have undertaken to thoroughly document the ailments afflicted by the Elder Scrolls to their readers, though a unified theory of how they manifest continues to elude me and remains a subject for future study. I have grouped the effects into 4 findings finding that the avenue of experience depends largely upon the mind of the reader. If this is unclear, I hope that a proper dichotomy will lay it plain. Group the first, the nails, or the naifs. Is that an F? For those who have received no training in the history or nature of the Elder Scrolls, the scroll itself is effectively inert. No prophecy can be scried, nor knowledge obtained. When the scroll will not impart learning to the uninformed, nor will it afflict them with any adverse fashion. Visually, the scroll will appear to be awash in odd lettering and symbols. Those who know their astronomy often claim to recognize constellations in the patterns and connections, but such conjecture is impossible to further investigate since the very nature of this study necessitates unlearned subjects. Group the second, the unguarded intellects. It is this second group that realizes the greatest danger from attempting to read the scrolls. These are subjects who have an understanding of the nature of the Elder Scrolls and possess sufficient knowledge to actually read what is inscribed there. They have not, however, developed an adequate discipline to stave off the mind-shattering effect of having a glimpse of infinity. These unfortunate souls are struck immediately, irrevocably, and completely blind. Such is the price for overreaching one's faculties. It bears mentioning, though, that with the blindness also comes a fragment of hidden knowledge. Whether the future, the past, or deep natures of being is dependent on the individual and their place in the greater spheres, but the knowledge does come. Group the third, mediated, brain fart, understanding. Alone in Tamriel, it would appear that only the cult of the ancestor moth has discovered the discipline to completely guard one's mind when reading the scrolls. There must undergo the most rigorous mental cultivation, and they often spend a decade or more at the monastery before being allowed to read their first Elder Scroll. The monks say this is for the initiate's own protection, as they have witnessed many unguarded intellects among their eager ranks. With appropriate fortitude, these readers also receive blindness, though at a far lesser magnitude than the unguarded. Their vision fogs slightly, but they retain shape, color, and enough acuity to continue to read mundane texts. The knowledge they gain from the scrolls also tempered somewhat. It requires stages of meditation and reflection to fully appreciate and express what one saw. Group the fourth, illuminated understanding. Between the group Between the previous group and this one exists a continuum that has, at present, only been traversed by the monks of the ancestor Moth. With continued readings, the monks become gradually more and more blind, but receive greater and more detailed knowledge. As they spend their waking hours pondering the revelations, they receive a further degree of mental fortitude. There is for every monk a day at is it a P or D? Something reading, when only the knowledge the Elder Scroll imparts is that the monk's next reading shall be his last. For each monk, the reading comes at a different and unknowable time. Preliminary work has been done to predict the occurrence by charting the severity of an individual's monk's blindness, but all who reach these later stages report that the increasing blindness seems to taper with increased readings. Some pose the notion that some other unseen sense is in fact continuing to diminish at this upper range, but I shall leave these postulations to philosophers. To prepare for his ultimate reading, a monk typically withdraws to seclusion in order to reflect upon a lifetime of revelations and appoint his mind for reception of his last. Upon this final reading, he is forever blinded, as sure as those unguarded ones who race to knowledge. The illuminated one, though, has retained his understanding over a lifetime and typically possesses a more integral notion of what has been revealed to him. It is hoped that this catalogue will provide useful to those who wish to further our mortal understanding of the Elder Scrolls. The Moth priests remain aloof about these matters, taking the gradual debilitation that comes with reading as a point of pride. May this serve as a useful starting point for those hoping to take up such a study. Now, time for the crazy text. Imagine living beneath the waves with a strong-sided blessing of the most excellent fabrics, holding the fabric over your gills, and you would begin to breathe, drink its warmth, and weft. Though the plant matter fibers imbue your soul, the wretched plankton would pollute the cloth until it stank to heavens of prophecy. This is one manner in which the scrolls first come to pass. But are we the sea, or the breather, or the fabric, or are we the breath itself? I could continue reading this, but it just gets more insane as you go on reading it.
I want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
I'm taking this one with me now. And this one.
Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand? Aye, that's the work of Septimus Cygnus. He's the world's master of the nature of Elder Scrolls, but, well, he's been gone for a long while. Too long. Somewhere up north, in the ice fields. He said he found some old Dwemer artifact, but well, that was years ago. Haven't heard from him since.
Yep, no point in talking to Esbern, by the way. Yeah, okay, so for those of you who don't know what the Elder Scrolls, I've only played through this game once. But I've looked up the Elder Scrolls stuff, and obviously I've played already.
What you learn here will last you a life.